Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great in quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. And the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Daniels. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another.
Hits the afterburners. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And some room to work. He's got an alley. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Aggies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, that's normally an easy throw and catch. Just a slant route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quickly complete. Powers through. Slips it and runs through another one. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to scramble. He'll take another shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be...
Breaks into just plowing ahead. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Daniels. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Yeah, no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He unleashes a long one. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Auburn lines up quickly. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they've got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Got a little space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That last one just the way you draw up a kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the...
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Running to Green. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Direct snap. It's Coleman. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Bounced off his feet. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to do it himself. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.